Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Focus Vandalia. My name is Rich Hopkins. I'm the communications manager for the city. And on today's program, we're going to give you some important traffic information, news about a project that could change the way you drive around Vandalia for at least the next year or so. We're also going to check in at the Vandalia Recreation Center, where an entire new slate of events are scheduled for the fall leading into the winter months. But our first stop today is here at Stone Quarry Crossings, where behind the scenes there's activity going on that could turn this empty field behind me into a very large project. Vandalia's Stone Quarry Crossings might very well end up being the new headquarters for an area business that has more business than land to grow on. Assistant City Manager Greg Shackelford says he can't yet divulge the name of that company, so he's been calling the opportunity Project Horse.
Which would be about 12 acres of land. They would look to build about a 75,000 square foot manufacturing light industrial facility. We're trying to figure out some efforts to get some potential grant monies in and possibly an extension of Fieldstone Way. Just had a meeting this morning with a couple folks from the state on that, which could help us link in a way to fill in some gaps for what we're trying to do.
Also in the possibility file is Project Lakota, which would bring more than 100 employees into a 250,000 square foot facility. That's a deal that still has some items to work through.
Still waiting to hear back on the Project Lakota, which is one that really heated up in the spring, and we've sort of been in a hurry up and wait mode on that. But we had provided some contour maps and some boundary information. I think that this is a pretty recognizable project in the region, and there's a few different locations that we're up against, and they're trying to do the best they can on the bids for the cost estimates.
Outside of Stone Quarry Crossings, the one area of Vandalia receiving attention from developers is the old Morton Middle School site, which may be on a fast track to redevelopment.
Actually, we've had some inquiries that would be kind of medical in nature, that would be very, very much in line with what the concepts would be, and council's very excited as far as usable site for that location.
Among buildings already under construction, there's the new Dollar General store, which might be very close to completion.
Again, that's going to be a very nice opportunity. It's a pretty good looking building from what I've seen, and I know that they are planning on having a little bit more of a food type of opportunity than maybe some of your other just general dollar stores. So we'll see how that plays out.
And here's a sight for sore eyes. This is the area east of the interstate struck by a tornado just last October. As you can see, crews are on the job rebuilding BJ's drive-thru.
Now it's just a matter of getting the structure in place, and I think it'll be a really fast burner. Probably in the next 60 to 90 days, it'll be done, and they'll have cars going through and getting their business back again.
Shackelford says we're just a month or two away from work beginning on a new auto zone that will be going up right next door to the drive-thru. Proof again that the city is rebuilding. And that's the same story we're getting regarding our roadways, where a major project has just kicked off that will ultimately widen Dixie Drive in the area near Butler High School. Public Service Director Rob Cron says traffic will be down to one lane on Dixie for the foreseeable future as crews get this project underway.
We're out here now on the Dixie Drive Phase 3 widening project. They're in the process right now of, we're going to do the traffic switch here later today. They're installing the temporary striping, removing the old striping now to move all the traffic over to the west side of the roadway, where there will be one lane in each direction.
Cron says a project of this size and scope will take a little time to complete.
The project is projected to be completed in August of 2015. There's obviously a lot of work to be done here, and we're going to try to do as much as we can over the winter. The initial goal is to build the east half of the roadway before the winter gets here, and then we can get traffic moved over to the east side and do the underground work on the other side during the winter.
So the bottom line is that these orange cones and construction crews will be a very familiar sight in town for a while, and Cron is asking motorists to drive accordingly.
One thing we want to caution people about is with all this construction, maybe the confusion of the traffic out here. We're obviously in front of the high school where there's going to be a lot of traffic at times. We just ask that you use special caution that's coming through here, slow down. When the orange barrels are there, you know there's going to be people working around them, so just make sure you give them a break out here and be safe going through here.
One last project to tell you about. Residents living near the north end of Kenbrook and along Kirkwood Drive will notice crews working on sanitary sewer lines in their neighborhood.
Another project we're getting ready to get geared up to do here in the city is we're going to do some rehab of some sanitary sewers where we'll actually slip line the pipes, the existing pipes. We pull a new liner through the pipe and it gets cast in place where there doesn't require any digging, anything of the streets. So you should see little disturbance in the neighborhoods where we're at.
Cron says the end result will be better sewage flow, something we can all appreciate. Something else folks have come to appreciate is the annual Bazaar held every October at the Vandalia Senior Citizens Center. Recreation Supervisor Kelly Lundquist says folks are busy preparing for this year's big event.
Our seniors are busy preparing for the annual Bazaar that we have every first Saturday of October. This year it's October the 4th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be serving lunch at 11, and with the lunch we'll have cabbage rolls, a bean soup, and if this doesn't make you hungry already, it's gonna be delicious with chicken salads and desserts. We'll have pies, cookies, cakes, all the wonderful, delicious that my seniors make and bring in for purchase.
Lundquist says it's not only great food, but a feast for the eyes as well.
Along with lunch, we'll be having some beautiful handmade quilts. We'll also have a lot of crocheted items. We'll have scarves, blankets, baby blankets. We've got tons of books and magazines and movies for purchase. We also have what we call Grandma's Attic. And in Grandma's Attic, we have basically your stuff that you can find at local garage sales.
One nice thing about the Bazaar is that all of the money raised is directed to worthy causes right here in Vandalia.
We have scholarships that we do put out for our local high school, and also we do put some money towards the high school for the pay-to-play program that they have going on for the athletes.
The Senior Citizens Center is a membership-driven organization that's perfect for folks looking for a fun and relaxed place to access any number of activities.
We have a parking lot filled up here Monday through Friday with the seniors coming out, doing different things, whether they're trips or if they're here to take a Spanish class, an exercise class, an art class. We have sewing, quilting, crocheting, all different kinds of cards.
Joining the Senior Center is easy.
The Senior Center is for seniors that are 55 years of age or seasoned, and there are fees associated with that. For a single member, it is $15 for a continual year, $25 for a dual couple. It is $20 for a non-resident or $35 for a dual non-resident couple.
Our next stop today is at the Vandalia Recreation Center, where plans are underway for a special week designed to get you stretched out and relaxed.
One exciting thing we're starting is celebrating the National Yoga Month, which is in September. So we are going to have the week of September 22nd through the 26th will be free yoga week. All of our classes that we offer that week are free to all of our customers and patrons, but the Yoga with Connie, her free week will be the following. She's not having it that week, so October 2nd will be her free class.
Recreation Supervisor Sarah Levy says yoga has a number of health benefits.
You want to get into that really deep stretching. I know a lot of our people who currently are working out, it's a great class to end the day with, to get some deep stretching in, mind, body, relaxation. It's a perfect way to start your day or end your day.
Levy says kids might enjoy a new class gearing up for a fall kickoff. She says now is the time to get your children signed up for the Kids KBC fitness class,
which stands for Kickboxing Boot Camp. It's a program designed specifically for kids ages 8 to 12 years old, where they can come and have a great time. It's full of energetic activity with punching, kicking, a little bit different than your typical workout class.
If you've been thinking about getting back in shape but want to start out slowly, a class beginning on Wednesday, September the 10th, will get you started on the right foot.
So for those of you that don't necessarily want to do a running program, this is a great way to start into that, because it's going to be 6 weeks of a walking process that'll help you start to walk, starting out the beginning, slow walking, working up to a faster pace. Great workout to start into getting more in shape.
Also at the Recreation Center, registration is already underway for basketball season.
Yes, we are bouncing right into basketball season, believe it or not. I know a lot of people are thinking football and soccer, but youth basketball registration is going on right now. We've got leagues for grades kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. Pat Carlisle and the Butler High School boys basketball team put on a great kindergarten and first grade instructional basketball program that begins January 3rd, so be sure to get up to the front desk or register online for that program. We've got basketball leagues for 2nd through 6th grade that we play here at the Rec Center. A minimal fee of $35 if you live in Vandalia, $45 if you do not. And we'll get started with those leagues the beginning of November. And then we also have a high school rec intramural program that'll start after the first of the year for 7th through 12th grade boys.
Recreation Supervisor Alicia McCracken says your younger future hoop stars might benefit from an instructional league planned for the fall.
Pat Carlisle, the varsity basketball coach in the high school team, is offering a fall basketball camp on October 25th, which is a Saturday, from 9 to 11 here at the Rec Center. Make sure you get in here and register. It'll be a neat camp for the kids to learn some fundamentals, to get involved with the varsity boys basketball team, and have a good time.
And speaking of a good time, that's what's on tap for folks who make time on Saturday, October the 11th, to attend the Fall Festival of Fun.
Last year was the first year, and it was a huge turnout. We had over 200 people come. For $10 for a family of 6 or more, you can come to the Rec Center, swim, do Luther's Jungle, play in the gym, and then we'll have pumpkins for you to paint and you can take home as well.
And what would a fall festival be without a big hayride?
The hayride will start at 6 p.m. You can do that up until 9 p.m. And they will pick you up at the Rec Center, take you around the sports complex and back to the back where there'll be a fire and you can have free s'mores.
Recreation Supervisor Brittany Lewis has one more big event to tell you about. It's the Scary Sleepover, set for Friday, October 24th.
We do movies, games, climb the wall, swim. We keep them busy all night. And then we'll watch a scary movie around midnight.
Beginning in late August, Vandalia residents and members of the Recreation Center should have received one of these in the mail. This is our Recreation Guide, and it lists every program we offer through the fall months. Take a look at this, find the programs you are interested in, and then you can come here and sign up in person or do it all online. That's going to do it for this edition of Focus Vandalia. I'm Rich Hopkins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.